Shelby and Quinn backstage again at the Grand Ole Opry, but this time with Tyler Halverson, also known as Tyler Halverwho.
That's it.
Can you explain your Instagram name?
I don't know. Who is he? What is he doing? What is he up to? I think that's where the Instagram name comes from.
Brilliant. Yeah, love it.
We love it. You have had such a slow rollout of music. You don't technically have a whole project yet out just yet, but it's coming.
Yes.
Is there a reason for the strategy of just putting out single after single?
I think a lot of it was like we were in a slow roll with trying to get things navigated with Atlantic Records and figuring out stuff with management and just like kind of, I don't know, just no hurry with things. I don't know. They'll all have their time when it is time, I think. Yeah.
Well, and speaking of when it is time, we have to ask about your EP, Western Marijuana, Part 1. Okay. Yeah. How would you describe that EP to someone who maybe hasn't heard of Tyler Halverson before?
I think it's a nice little take on some older style of country and songwriting, but with a tip of the hat to what's coming next, too, and what's new and what's going on. So.
And I'm assuming Part 1 is going to have all your singles out so far and probably a couple bit more?
Yeah, so there's going to be 2 more coming out on Friday. We got Good Graces and one called Fly Over Me. And, I'm pretty excited for those to come out. I wrote one with Colton Benner and the other one with Ashley Monroe and John Decius, and I might be spacing one more.
This is only Part 1, though, so when can we expect Part 2?
The rest of it will be coming out. I believe we're going to start slow rolling a couple more singles out like in June or July. So, yeah, we got a whole mess of music planned for this year just coming out.
Exciting.
And it's really exciting to see all the stuff that you're doing right now. But I kind of wanted to ask you, like, was there one moment, early on in your career where you maybe had something that just said, okay, I'm gonna make music for a living. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I think after I graduated college, like in between in the summertime, I'd always go back home and play, and then I just play during breaks and stuff like that. But then after school, I think there's a little reality of like this is what I'm good at. This is the gift God gave me, and I think I have to run on it. There's nothing else I'd rather do.
And you're from South Dakota.
Yes, ma'am.
What is it like going from your small town with very few people in it to playing the Grand Ole Opry to living in Nashville?
I think like coming from, we are a long ways from South Dakota tonight. That's all I know, and I think it's just a good tip of the hat from the man upstairs saying we're doing the right thing, we're going in the right direction.
And do you credit a lot? Do you feel like you have small town roots that you kind of credit a lot of the stuff that you do towards? Or?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know if it's like I don't know. It's just like that's all I know. That's all I've known and all I've been around. So I think I can't really escape that. I can't fake and try to be something else. I'm just small town South Dakota.
And who would you say, or what would you say is your biggest influence musically? If you had to pin it down to something. Musically,
I think there's a whole lot of songwriters that I look up to a lot. Hayes Carl and my good buddy Keith Gaddis. And just having like the right people in my corner. I'm very blessed with the community that I have in town here and all my friends, and just stumbling into the right writing rooms and meeting the right people. And it's a whole lot of luck and a little bit of work, and it's all of it.
And then I also have to ask stylistically, and I'm talking your choice of clothing, hat, sunglasses. I feel like it's a great question because just for people that are listening with audio, do you want to describe the jacket that you're wearing real quick?
I got the full-on fancy Canadian tuxedo with the boots that used to slither, nice pythons down here.
Yep.
And it's rhinestoned out, but it's got guns and cattle skulls and everything around it. I think I don't want to look and sound like anybody else. I just want to be me. And
so you're your own stylistic influence.
Well, I got my friend Miss Kennedy Tracy who helps us out a lot too, but she sees the vision.
Going off of the influence question, is there anyone from South Dakota that you even can look up to, really? I don't know if there's any country influences there.
There's not a whole lot, honestly. I mean, it's kind of I don't know, you're big time in a small town in South Dakota, I think, and there hasn't been a whole lot outside of that. We got some good rodeo riders like Casey Tibbs and people like that, but outside of that, there's not a whole lot.
Making your own lane.
Trying to.
Tonight's all about you, but if you look at your Instagram, you're not shy about your dating life by any means. Is there anything you want to share about that?
I'm super excited that Miss Carter wanted to sing a song with me tonight. That's all I'm excited about. And,
all right.
Yeah.
I do have to ask, kind of playing back off of the Western Marijuana EP, Dream Blunt Rotation. Would you be willing to disclose who might make up that group?
Shit, I think I think that it has to be. I mean, can they be alive or dead?
Exactly. Yeah, of course. Anybody.
Okay. I would love to smoke one with Mac Miller. I would love to sit down with Willie, because why not? I mean, George Jones would be. I don't know if he did, but I'd love to try. You know. And then I don't know who else. I'd say it might be Jelly Roll. It might be.
And Jelly Roll's here tonight.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm. Look, I'm here I'm here to get popcorn and watch Jelly Roll. That's really what I'm trying to do.
Nice. And your first song, I think it was the first song one of the first songs you put out. Definitely my first favorite by you was Your Bar Now.
Yeah.
And it was the first song I heard that like named Nashville places, like the Legion, and it made me excited to move here and visit all those. Now, where are your bars around Nashville?
Neighbors, Sylvan Park.
Neighbors.
Any day, anytime, I will go there. Don't have to twist my arm. Yeah.
You don't have to show us, but I know you have a bunch of tattoos. Can you give us a tattoo tour of how many, where they are, what they are?
Well, I got a new one today. Here, I'll show you this thing. I was pretty excited about this.
This is good for the video
This is the
podcast.
New one today. I was pretty excited.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm supposed to get another one over here on this side.
The same thing, just mirroring each other?
Gunslinging.
That's cool.
I'm kind of excited. It's, I mean, my favorite, I think, is when I show them this New Mexico. I always say it's for All Sips Burritos, the gas station in West Texas and New Mexico out that way, because they're always there for you. Like, you think Taco Bell's there for you, but All Sips is really there for you.
Is that an official sponsor of?
It should be.
Okay. You should
work it out.
Yeah, if it's not.
Put a lot of beef bean burritos in my body. They should sponsor me.
Well, we're going to do some rapid fire questions if
All right.
that's okay with you. So you can keep the answers relatively short, however you want to do it. First things up is something that's still on your bucket list that you want to do.
On the bucket list, I would like to sing at the NFR. That is very high on the bucket list.
I think that's very reasonable.
I hope so.
And are you a NASCAR fan by chance?
No, I don't. Would you really? That wasn't a South Dakota thing. I don't know. I think NASCAR is pretty southern.
That's fair.
We did dirt track. Like, there was like a bunch of like dirt tracks. It'd be like sprint cars and stock cars and stuff like that. But yeah, not quite NASCAR.
Favorite 90s country song?
Favorite 90s country song? I'm going to have to say it's going to have to be some Papa Love Mama, some Garth Brooks. Yeah.
Garth.
What about your favorite sad country song?
Oh, Tell Lori I Love Her. Keith Whitley just ripped my fucking heart out, please.
What are you doing when you're not playing music?
Oh, shit, probably thinking about playing music. I really don't have any hobbies. I'm pretty, I just like to write, run, and go play shows.
Yeah, you're giving it your all. What is your go-to drink order? I'm guessing what's in your hand.
It's a Coors Light every time.
Every time.
Or Coors Banquet.
Next question. What song of yours are you most proud of? What's the one that you feel like is the best that you've put out?
I do think that Tiffany Blue is probably one of the better ones that we've wrote, and just the way it came out, I'm very, very proud of that one. Yeah.
That's Quinn's favorite.
It is my favorite.
Well, thank you.
We were just talking about it.
How do you feel about Beyonce in country music?
I just had somebody ask me this in Rolling Stone the other day, and I think that it's great in the sense of, like, Nashville's been trying to make pop country for the last 5-10 years, and now we actually have pop stars making a country album, so I think it's awesome.
And this one's not written down, but I'm looking forward to the Post Malone country album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been waiting for that since he did that Brad Paisley cover and all the Dwight stuff. Like, yeah, that's what I want.
A lot of teasers from Post Malone. I'm personally just ready for him to announce it.
Just
officially.
drop it.
Exactly. Guilty pleasure song that you have. Doesn't have to be country if you have others.
Bop It, Dan Seals.
What is your favorite fast food when you're on the road?
Oh, shit. I think it's a tie. Whataburger is always there, always great, and then In-N-Out. I know they have like a rivalry, but sometimes I like to compare.
I'm from California, so In-N-Out all the way.
I know. I go back and forth.
Your hangover cure?
Marijuana.
There you go.
What is your karaoke song?
Chicks Dig It, Chris Cagle.
You didn't even have to think about that one. That one was right off the cuff. That's awesome. And then last one we've got for you, over under on Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift getting engaged by the end of this year, by the end of 2024.
Oh, hell. I mean, I hope they break up.
Oh.
Really? Why is that?
I don't know. I think we just need something else to fixate on.
Fair.
Maybe. I don't know. She's selling a lot of Chiefs jerseys though, so I mean they're doing something.
I think there's some. Do you think there's any sort of like connection NFL, Roger Goodell, Taylor
There could
Swift?
be, yeah.
You're buying that?
Yeah,
conspiracy?
Goodell, Swift. They're going to be part owners now pretty soon.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I'm glad we could wrap up the interview with a conspiracy theory.
Hell
possibly.
yeah!
But Tyler, thank you so much for the time. We really appreciate it.
Thank
yeah,
y'all.
Congratulations on your Grand Ole Opry debut, and we're looking forward to new music this year.
Me too. Thank y'all for having me.